बेंचों बंदे इतना डिफेंसिव खेलते हैं ना हरामी। भाई जो भी स्ट्रीम पे बेच को लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब करो यार।
Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, it'll be interesting to see what Matheus Cunha will be scheming up here.
Goes for a shot! Oh, that was no routine save.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
And we have our very first corner.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He could be in here.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Van Nistelrooy proves just a little bit too strong. Van Nistelrooy! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, it was a confident attempt, and he made it look like a doddle the way he generated that power.
That pass has been well intercepted. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for the run. He's through here. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Palmer. Always onto this. He's through and all alone. There's the shot. And that would have been some goal.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Alexander-Arnold. Aimed beyond the defence. Matheus Cunha. Oh, it's a great ball here. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected. It's a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
That is good alertness. Looking for options for movement. And that was very necessary. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Knocks it out wide. Nicely weighted ball. Nicely aimed pass. Out to the left it goes. Ødegaard. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Oh, that's well spotted. And that is as far as they're going to go.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's João Pedro. He's a sharp little ball here. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Ødegaard. And it's Timber. That's been slipped through, and that is expertly dealt with. Okazaki is a perfect combination of brain and brawn.
अरे नहीं.
João Pedro.
Added time.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a
वो
half
बॉल
of
को
could have,
पास नहीं
should
दिया
have,
उसने ढंग
but
से.
as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Hello attendees, this
Still
is
waiting for this to take off.
children's
It's goalless at
announcement.
half-time.
With the father of a boy in the green backpack, kindly contact a nearby
Here we go
member of
again.
staff.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the player.
It's Okazaki! And he nearly went all the way.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
चलो इतना अच्छा मौका था.
Oh, what has happened here? Just the goalkeeper's and the finish! No mistake. The second half sparked straight into
यार
life.
क्या बकचोदी है ये.
There was to be only one outcome.
Oh, that's excellent composure because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Liverpool are in front. Palmer!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Tries to pass it through. Can he latch on to this? Oh, well played. Rice. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Great vision. Arsenal still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Now, can they get him away? Decent chance! All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to pull level. What a save by David Raya! No, he's missed it!
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Arsenal have their second corner now. Big chance! And he gets rid in a hurry. Now that looks a decent ball. And now they can spring out of defence. That's really well manoeuvred. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Rice was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Palmer. Good ball, good take. We expected better, and so did he. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? He won't be happy with that one. Okazaki charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, that's fabulous. In with the challenge.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, João Pedro. Number 8,
Rice.
number 9, Odegaard.
Arsenal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Number 18, Marmouche.
That's very disappointing, it has to be said.
McAllister.
Arsenal must do something here, and very quickly.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught. Chance! And he's straight offside.
Arsenal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Oh, lovely bit of skill.
Has been indicated.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's in on... It's Gerrard! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was
Yaar.
well placed to deal with that.
Substitution.
Can we play?
Corner number 2 then.
ठीक है सर और कुछ
They've played it short. Oh, super. And a chance! No way through there.
अबे यार man.
The referee brings it to a close. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able
Can
to
we play
add
after
to the
2 or
scoreline
3
in the
matches,
end.
bro? If you can wait, we can play after
Well, how will we
2 or
look
3
back on
matches. Let me complete golden ticket, bro. अबे यार बेस्ट बहनचोद थैंक यू ये भी सही हो गया Queen Park.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Who do you, Jim, see making the dip? Shapes to shoot! Superb!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
So smooth. A signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva tries making a foray down the right.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well-timed, excellent interception. Rice.
अबे बढ़िया यार भाई आप बताओ.
But it turned out that that was not the case. And this is De Bruyne.
अरे यार क्या कर रहे हैं?
He's pulled him up for that challenge. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. So he's
अबे ये
plotting
किस चीज़ के
something
फ्री किक
before
थे?
playing it in. He's going for goal. De Bruyne. Foden is onto this. Rice. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He's in a great position here. Oh, good ball. Oh, shooting chance. Danger averted for now.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty
अबे
of time left
नहीं
yet.
यार.
Gabriel Jesus. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Caught offside that time. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, that had the makings of something quite
हाँ
promising,
smart
but
assist
it's
off है भाई.
fizzled out into nothing.
Smart assist. क्या करेंगे यार, स्मार्ट असिस्ट ऑन करके कोई फायदा नहीं है।
Rice. Now, can they get him away? And the pass is
यार
intercepted.
ये क्या बर्नार्डो सिल्वा।
Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva goes steaming forward.
यार इतना टट्टी कार्ड है ना ये बर्नार्डो सिल्वा का।
Guardiola. Looking for the run. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing
क्या
while he tried
बकचोदी
to
है
score.
यार
Obviously,
ये।
he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Great chance here from position A1. And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them. And he's had a hit! Oh, that is rather wayward.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
बेचू क्या हाँ करे बे।
Tries to play it through. Always onto this. He's found a way through. There's the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Referee has just said play on. Guardiola. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
De Bruyne.
Fucking hell.
Play for a throw. And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Please be reminded that drinking is
Well, obviously,
only allowed
things
in the
are
area
not
shown
good,
on this
Peter.
map.
It
Thank you
seems
very
the
much
team
for
were
your
just a bit too
cooperation.
busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Now this could be a chance. It's a good look. He gets big.
गोल है यार।
Oh, it's got in. Arsenal are level.
बढ़िया गोल था ये।
The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe
Stovo
that:
assist.
clinical.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Gets into some space. Skims one in. Alexander-Arnold
Yeah.
gets good distance on it.
Mission 1 has been accomplished, so why not continue with the same approach?
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Cleared without complication.
Shit यार क्या गोल करेंगे।
Superb from Foden. Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And again they hit the front. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to
सब
pounce, and they were
से
clinical when the opportunity
बढ़ नहीं
presented
रहे
itself.
हैं प्रो। हाँ भाई क्या कर सकते हैं ब्रो, कुछ नहीं कर सकते इस चीज़ का।
Substitution.
the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Oh, he's been caught on it here. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. No way through.
Fuck yaar.
And that could set him on his way. And he's searching through. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Out to the right. He's tried one! That pass has been well intercepted. He's well positioned here. Great chance!
अबे यार क्या लकी बॉल जा रही है.
And surely now the results beyond doubt.
टाइम नहीं लग रहा ना यार. टाइम मैं स्ट्रीम भी कम कर रहा हूँ.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Phil Foden. Number 19, Gabriel Jesus. Coming on the field, number 7, Bukayo Saka. Number 20, Trossard.
मेरे कह रहा तो मैं समझा नहीं तो किस चीज के बारे में पूछ रहा है.
Arsenal are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
So the lead now is 2.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Looking tidy in possession here. Saka. Brzezinski. Gakpo. And he welcomes it in. No, that's been intercepted.
अरे
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Just eases him off the ball. Can he finish? Relentless!
20 सबs पे ही अटका हुआ हूँ. 4-5 दिन हो गए बढ़ नहीं रहे. मेरे खुद भी बढ़ रहे हैं.
Clear here. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. It's starting to look like a done deal now. And that's it. Arsenal have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was...
सौ ही मिलेंगे साले हमेशा. 100 से ज़्यादा मिलेंगे ही नहीं. अरे डेनिस नहीं. अरे भाई 2 मैच रह गए. है ब्रो, है बाय ब्रो। अभी नहीं ब्रो, 15-20 मिनट के बाद आना, फिर खेलेंगे 1v1। कोनामी की दुश्मनी साली कोनामी।
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, this guy, Ruben Dias, has been a revelation. I'd say his two strengths are the aggression with which he leads the defensive line and the awareness that never seems to fail him. That makes him a very stern test for any opposition attacker here.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Now it's Matheus Cunha. That's a cute ball. And he cuts out the supply.
अबे यार बॉल लेके
De
निकलना।
Bruyne. And he's only too happy to take that back. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Garnacho, well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Ødegaard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ødegaard! Oh, that was no routine save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The ball goes in. Garnacho.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, that's a
अरे
key
नहीं
interception.
यार।
And it's Ødegaard. Alexander-Arnold tries to pass it through. And that is out of play.
1300 लगा के कुछ नहीं मिला.
He's in space and looking for options. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Garnacho. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rodri. And here's Van Nistelrooy.
अरे नहीं.
De Bruyne. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Tries to play it through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He has found the way through. And he's quick to get it clear again. Not the most accurate pass. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Defending of the desperate variety. And the first
बहुत हो गया अभी ये गेम छोड़ दो.
So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half
I'd just like to read out our fan club
What have we
members
learned
who
from
are
the first
celebrating their
45 minutes?
birthdays today.
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Here we go again.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Manchester United with the corner. They're first.
चलो ये क्या बंदा.
And it's been taken short. He's going for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Pinches it off him. Now who's going to be first to this?
रोक ले.
He's got away with one there.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, he'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
It's their second corner of the game. Alexander-Arnold goes short. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. He's in a great position here. He's through, it's... Can he finish?
कितना हरामी है ये. बहुत कोशिश करी इसने.
Such
Tackling
thrill,
मार
such
मार के.
noise, and how this matters. Was there ever any doubt?
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Number 10.
Arsenal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
Oh, well played.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter.
He's one-on-one! And the finish! And he hits the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and
अरे
stepped it up,
नहीं.
something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Taking place.
लीग में देखना पड़ेगा.
Choosing to make the first change.
बहुत हो गया.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Aimed beyond the defence. Foden knocks it into space. Oh, super find. And he's onside. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Spread neatly.
टू में हूँ शायद लीग में।
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 6, Esteban.
So, time for
Number
changes
49,
on both sides, actually.
Garnacho. Number 10, Matthias Cunha. Number 21,
Given the time to pick a
Van
pass.
Nistelrooy. Coming on the field,
Lovely pass,
Number
but can he get
47,
there? He's
Phil
picked his
Foden.
way through.
number 20, Thomas
Gakpo
Rashitsky.
stood his ground
Number
strongly.
18, Gakpo. Number 13, substitution.
That's a sharp pass. And that is as far as they're going to go. Arsenal can consider themselves just about safe now. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, super ball. Great chance! And it's there! And they are
Assist.
cruising away. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Looking for options for movement, and he's managed to get free. Chance! It's in! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
Number 47,
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, the defence were big.
Referee looks at his watch.
भाई
and
साहब क्या
blows his
बकचोदी
whistle.
है।
Arsenal have done it. The perfect outcome. Most So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. Well, here is one of the undoubted golden boys of Spanish football, the man from Madrid, the one they call El Niño.
Fernando Torres, absolutely one of the best finishers around. So strong, so quick. I'm expecting them to sit deep to try and nullify his pace here, but even then, it's going to be tough to defend against him.
And they've got a throw. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Aimed beyond the defence. And Torres! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And here's Palmer. Garnacho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Van Nistelrooy. And the pass is intercepted. First quarter of an hour gone. Might be danger here. Face to face with the keeper. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Tries to pass it through. Great, goes for a shot! It's loose now, they want to get it back. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And this is Torres. He's got away. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Oh, that was vital.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a little off target. And he can clear it away. Can he get on the end of this? Knocks it into space. No, it's come to nothing. That is a brilliant interception. Adams.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Palmer, he's got two! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He gets big! Goal! Arsenal! The breakthrough strike! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And they've got rid. Threads one in. Garnacho gets into a good position. He rises! There it is! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is...
There half-time whistle. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Rice, whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Great vision. Saliba cuts it out. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Couldn't squeeze it through. And this is Torres. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so Van Nistelrooy! Goal! Arsenal! And they're back in front. Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Rodri. That's good running with the ball. He's through here. And he's intervened well there. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Van Nistelrooy. Nicely weighted ball. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Torres. Alexander-Arnold is the guilty party there.
Substitution in progress.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, perfectly measured that.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Looking for the run.
Arsenal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And De Bruyne! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Substitutions taking place.
A couple of changes then in quick succession. That's a sharp pass. Brzezinski. That has not gone well.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
extra minutes added on. Haaland! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Arsenal can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end.
CCTV is now in.
And so we reach a fork in the road.
Hello, everybody,
Fortunes
and
can
welcome to
turn
today's
either way
match.
from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Alexander-Arnold reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club.
Yeah, something that I mentioned to him in person before the match, Peter, although it took some time to register. Pretty much the same with me on my 100th game. I was more focused on winning than anything else.
Crosses it in. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Reinders gets good distance on it. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. He's one-on-one!
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
Matheus Cunha. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
O'Shea is offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And no surprise, that's a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round. Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Brilliant save from Donnarumma! So it is still 0-0. Oh, that's well spotted. Eze.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's shifting through the gears here. Eze! And he's done it! Eze duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Climbs up big! No, not the best of headers. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to go deep. He rises! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Alexander-Arnold tries to play it through. He has found a way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Played into space out wide. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he welcomes it in. That is ended up in no man's land. Cash. Now, can they get him away? A header! Henderson gets flagged offside. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. O'Shea, and it's Eze.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. The muscular approach does pay off here. O'Shea is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And he plays one through. And he's managed to get free. Chance! It's loose, in for the pieces! And he's found the net! And with that, he becomes a member of the exclusive 300 Club. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time. And the first half is done. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first half thoughts?
Arsenal will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser, so this isn't bad at all.
Arsenal are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. Arsenal get the ball rolling for the second period. Turns back here, probably the best option. Alexander-Arnold. He's found a way through. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Number 6.
Yeah, plenty of jostling in that box. They just need a good
13,
delivery.
Van Dijk. Coming on the field. Number 20. Esteval. Number 24. Semenyo. Number 3.
Brilliant save from Donnarumma.
Substitution.
This is Van Nistelrooy. O'Shea did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He can run onto that. And it's made its way to him. Throw in. That was good alertness. Reinders. Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the...
Chance for a shot! And he's straight offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 10. Eze.
So, time for changes
Number 4,
on both sides, actually.
O'Shea. Coming on the field. Number 15. Okazaki. Number 41. Rice. Substitution in progress.
And the pass is intercepted. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Foden. He's picked his... And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. That was easy. Almost too easy.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's...
He's tried one!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he's picked it up out wide. Pass somewhat off target. Reinders. Showing great feet there. Nice interception, well timed.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Could be danger here. It's going to be another throw. Robertson. Konate. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Out to the right. Foden. Oh, that's nice.
Arsenal can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. Konate calmly anticipates. Semenyo. Oh, nice touch. Great defending, strong and determined. So that's it. It is all over. Arsenal can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
आवाज़ आ रही है मेरी? बच्चू क्या है? बच्चू क्या चीज़ है ब्रो? अहमद बटिस्टा.
A quick reminder today that smoking is only allowed in areas shown on this map.
Please check ID. एक मिनट रुको. कौन है? तेरे को बताना ज़रूरी है कौन है? तेरे को बताना ज़रूरी है पे कौन है? कौन सा टूर्नामेंट है कल? हर बार हर बार ना पोल नहीं बचाएंगे। बदला लिया जाएगा तेरे से पिछली बार का। हाँ ऋषि, बदला लिया जाएगा। नहीं नहीं, अभी तेरे को मैं गेम नहीं दिखाऊंगा। मैं ऋषि के साथ प्रैक्टिस कर रहा हूँ पिछले 5-7 दिन से। बड़ी आइडिया है यार। ये कौन है? ये कौन है? हाथी की गांड वाला कौन है ये? बड़ा बेशर्म और बोल भी नहीं रहा। अच्छा तू है? मोटी मोटी गांड। तेरा कोई कसूर नहीं, गलती हमारी है। अभी आया थोड़ी देर में। पहले ऋषि को तो हरा के बता, फिर आना मेरे से खेलने। गेम में ना, जब हम गेम खेलते हैं ना, सुन ले, तो लास्ट स्टेज में आता है मेन विलेन, पहले नहीं आ जाता। ऑनलाइन ही दिख रहा। तू आ तो जा सही पहले, क्यों डर रहा है? आजा आजा, तो मेन से आजा, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। वन 0944570। नहीं दिख रहा तो मेरे को। एक सेकंड। 1094 लिख लिया, 4570। कोई नहीं तू पिट ले
So here we are, another day of pride, pomp and polarisation as two tribes representing London and Manchester collide. Arsenal and Manchester United, of course, undoubtedly two of the most illustrious clubs in the English game. Recent history perhaps notwithstanding. Whatever the stakes though, these matches are never dull, so strap in. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Genuinely a heavyweight contest. North against South, London against Manchester.
नबी को किसने नहीं करा मैंने पीछे से
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when the...
Oh, what a climb! No, couldn't quite control it.
The manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
No, that was never going to make it. Van der Vaart. No, not quite on the same way.
अबे कर रहा है इसको ये बकवासबाजी कर रहा है
The idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation.
अभी स्क्रीनशॉट होंगे नबी
Could move up a gear here. Chips it through. And this is inside. Can he finish? Goal! Arsenal! Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Spread neatly. Great chance!
अबे कैसे मिस हो गया
Just lacks a decent finish.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort. You have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
बॉल तो निकाल ले पहले डी से
And here's Torres. Now it's Darwin. And it's Azar. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, important interception. Arsenal are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Rashford. Bojan Krkic will not... It's Rashford! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
क्या हो गया
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
तूने दोनों जनों की गाली
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Chu carries the ball down the right. And it's Bojan. Lovely pass, but can he finish? Brilliantly.
Filippo Inzaghi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Chiellini. Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. He's picked his way through. Azar can so cleverly bypass the press.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Looking for options for movement. Threads one in.
There will be 1 minute at a
Now it's
time.
Bojan. Always onto this. Now there's a fine ball. And he's managed to get rid. And the first half is done. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that, and still very much in this game.
Arsenal have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Arsenal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the... Inzaghi! It's bounced back off the post.
कितनी बार बचेगा भाई, क्या खा के आया हुआ है?
Well, still that goal to the good.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter.
Oh, smashing header! Oh, taken with style! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Nunez unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he was quick to react.
मेरा ये मर गया, मेरे को इसको डालना पड़ेगा किसी और को. नबी नबी तेरे को उली से, तेरे को भी नहीं ना मिला उली से. अंकी भाई को भी नहीं मिला, तेरे को भी नहीं मिला, ऋषि को भी नहीं मिला.
Getting this one clear. Can he get on the end of this? The ball goes in.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help.
He's gone for goal! It's
अबे
in.
यार,
Back within one. They have them in their sights again. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
स्पेस दे दिया ना गलती कर दिया
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
साली इतना टाइम लगाता है टर्न होने में
Rijkaard on the through ball. Oh, well played. Not the most convincing of passes. Now, can they get him away? Opts to play it back.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And a chance! It's run loose. In he goes again! Sticks it away! Pomp, panache and passion. This a man full of it all. It looked as though he'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that though, and somehow he found the angle.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
2 up, shot a goal! Relentless, just relentless.
टट्टी आईडी से 4 गोल खा लिए शर्म कर कुछ
Cruising away. And that
4
is it,
September
the referee has seen enough.
मेरा बड़े दूर है
Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result...
इंजागी जीता गया ये मैच इंजागी बढ़िया गोल मारे बस खेलना तेरे को और चल ठीक है ना भी इसके साथ खेल रहा था मैं भी चल ठीक है इसके साथ खेल रहा था एक मैच में ना अश्लील है ये सही है तो 00 76
So here we are, another day of pride, pomp and polarisation as two tribes representing London and Manchester collide. Arsenal and Manchester United, of course, undoubtedly two of the most illustrious clubs in the English game. Recent
best
history
friend नहीं
perhaps
होता कोई भी
notwithstanding. Whatever the stakes though, these matches are
तो
never
समझा नहीं
dull,
अभी भी
so strap in. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Genuinely a heavyweight contest. North against South, London against Manchester. It is tribal.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there've been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
The action has... He's had a shot! Goal! Manchester
पीछे के 4 फिर आगे के 4.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's
किसकी
what
विद?
really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Arsenal finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
अबे मैच में हूँ मैं, सांस ले ले.
Most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking to play him in. That looks a cracking ball. Great chance! What about that from Fernando Torres? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch. It's Rashford!
यार ये क्या टट्टी परफॉर्मेंस
He
है.
hit that sweetly. And here's Boyan. Foot in. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Can he get it through? Inzaghi! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Filippo Inzaghi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Donadoni with the short one. Hangs one in. And he's taking no chances there. Manchester United.
अबे यार ये
are
क्या
looking to
गेम
go
लैग कर
forward
रहा है.
now.
बोल दे अब नहीं कर भाई लैग.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now, can they get him away?
यार लैग हो रही है मेरी गेम, बहुत लैग हो रही है अभी.
Van der Vaart. And this is Torres. There's a sharp little ball here. Caceres.
इसमें खड़े ही हो जा रहे बंदे.
Arsenal are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Aimed beyond the defence. Kukçu. And here's Torres. That's an excellent interception.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can hurt with their backs to goal.
There will
And
be
it's
1 minute
Hazard.
added time.
I deleted my PES
That is
and
expertly dealt with.
had Konami account, so asking if you can guide me through how can
What do you
retrieve.
think we're up to after 45 minutes?
यार अकाउंट डिलीट कराओ तो आ जाता है क्या?
By more, Peter. The manager's going to have to come up with something
Hmm?
That was the
special
first half.
to lift these players.
We believe
Otherwise,
they can turn
this
it
one's as
around.
good as done.
Of course they will.
बंदा पूछ रहा स्ट्रीम पे कि I deleted my PES and had Konami. Just download the PES and go for the download data. There you can add
Start the second half.
your accounts. Then
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do,
you
Peter,
can
is give away an early
retrieve
goal.
your account
But
there.
they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Van der Vaart. Now it's Darwin. Pressing's intense and it's paid off. Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Kukçu powering forward here. Oh, that's neat. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And here's Boyan.
सारा ना एंड टाइम पे पूरी गेम चिपक रही है एंड टाइम पे जैसे लास्ट पास आ रहा है मेरा
That's a nicely shaped ball. Now tries a shot. Donatoni knocks it into space. Bojan, and they win it back again. Kukçu
ये देख
and Donatoni. Rashford.
बच नहीं गई गेम ला करवा
He's in a
रहा
great
है जो मेरे
position
अटैक की
here.
बारी आ रही है
Nicely weighted ball. And he's could be danger here.
पिछली गेम में क्यों नहीं बोला मैंने मेरे अटैक हो रहे थे
Zanetti making good progress on the right hand side. Looking for the run. Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Darwin. Oh, that's fabulous. And here's Azar. Kukçu. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Beckenbauer does really well to win the ball there. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Rashford hoisted in, and that has been clubbed away. And the referee brings it to a close. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans.
चलो
And when you
जितनी
let
बार
them
रेड
down,
बॉल लेके गया उतनी बार ये जो बकचोदी करी है कौन कौन ऐसा 5 सेंटर बैक खिला रहा है पीछे तो भी मैं सोचूं क्या बकचोदी हो रही है ये ठीक है अरे कर लूँगा मैं कोई ना हो गया कांड कर दिया इसकी फॉर्मेशन का कांड इसकी फॉर्मेशन का कांड कर दिया अभी यही फॉर्मेशन चेंज करेगा देखना मैच के बीच में शर्त लगा ले करनी पड़ जाएगी तो ना ऋषि पिछले मैच में सारी बॉलें निकाल रहा हूँ मैं जब लास्ट बॉल लेके पहुँच रहा हूँ ना इसके डे के पास और लैग
Welcome to one of English football's red letter days. Arsenal versus Manchester United will always be a major date on the footballing calendar. There might have been a shift in the bigger picture and indeed the power balance since the days when both these teams were perennial winners. But one thing remains unchanged. They cannot stand losing to each other. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. genuinely a heavyweight contest. North against South, London against Manchester.
नहीं
It's tribal.
You
मैं
can
क्या बोल रहा था
always
भूल
count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there've been a
Donadoni! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Referee's given a throw.
लॉन्ग रेंज शूटिंग मिली नहीं है ना मुझे अभी
And the cutback. That has been knocked clear. Torres was only too happy to help out in defence.
he's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
That'll be a throw-in. Nunez is onto it in a flash. And it's Azar. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that.
जनरेटर साले तू यहाँ पे क्या कर रहा है
Oh, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Fernando Torres really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And this is Inzaghi. Inzaghi had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
He rises!
मैं चुका
Manchester United! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter.
मेरे को डबल टच मारना नहीं चाहिए था मैं जो
Picking him up.
शूट मारो फर्स्ट टाइम में इसके यहाँ
Number 23.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now it's Rashford. That's going to go a long way. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Donadoni. And here's Rashford. It's Rashford!
अरे राइजिंग शॉट था ये क्या मारा
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
अबे राइजिंग मारा था मैंने ये ब्लिस्टर कॉल मार दिया गलती से नीचे वाली साइड हो गया
That is good alertness. Oh, that's a key interception. Baresi. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Ball played for Rijkaard. Olise. Oh, nice touch. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Played into space.
There will be 1 minute at a
They've got to
time.
make this nice and quick.
Looking for the run. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And we've reached half-time.
ब्लिट्स वाला प्लेयर भी होना चाहिए मारने
Very
वाला
combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm.
He's having a shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Boyan! Just off target.
Well, to put it this way,
ऋषि तेरे को दिख रही लैग दिख रही है गेम इसकी
better decisions.
And he was
ये
quick to
देख
react.
कितनी
Olise. Nicely shaped ball.
तेरा आईफोन है तेरे को नहीं दिक्कत है भाई आईफोन के नहीं
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
देखेंगे आगे को
Unable
पास
to make
ठीक
it
नहीं
happen
रहा
for all his good intentions. And this is Hazard, and he's managed to get free. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's Hazard. And here's Nunez. Boyan. And now the breakaway. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Hazard. Now it's Darwin. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Arsenal are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Thinks about the shot.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
अब ये क्या बच्ची होती है चलो मेरा
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
season ही तो
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury related. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
ठीक है तू बता यार
Well, that looks a decent ball. That's very
अरे
disappointing.
यार
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And the pass is intercepted. Played out to the right. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Cross from Rosicki. And again! It's there! Arsenal are level. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Marcus Rashford.
Arsenal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this ought to give them some renewed energy. If anyone's going to win it in normal time, you've got to make them favourites now.
Rashford charging forward, the ball at his feet. Oh, easy pickings there. Threads one in. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. This is Owen. Oh, he's onto this. Oh, he's been caught napping. Owen. The 90 minutes are up, 30 more to come.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So a brief breather and then extra time.
Go into extra time.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 18, Donadoni. Coming on the
Stern
field
test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time. Shoots to shoot! Oh yes, it's there! Late in the day, this could well be it!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? That's an excellent interception. Owen, we saw the take. Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to restore clarity.
बच गया.
Should have equalised.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo.
मुंडी.
It's not like they have any other option now.
पेनल्टी ना फास्ट मारा कर, ये हिलाने वाली मत
Manchester
मारा कर.
United with the corner. They're first.
जो फास्ट नहीं मारते हम लोग.
And it's hoisted clear. Oh, looks a smashing ball. And De Bruyne! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Manchester United have their second corner now. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's away. Now there's a fine ball. Chance! He scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
That's it for the first period of extra time.
We come to you now with a quick
Well,
request
it
for
has been a
support.
punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
एक सेकेंड.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 11, Filippo Inzaghi.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes?
Number 6,
This really has been thrilling.
Number
Both
22,
sides going at it. And now for the final act.
Number 21,
That has been cut short.
Number 13,
Rijkaard.
Number 47, Phil Foden.
Now it's
Number
Martinez.
41,
Martinez. Oh, that's well spotted. Brzezinski.
अबे ये कौन है?
No, that is pretty much the end of that. And here's Lautaro Martinez. There's the shot! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. And that really
ये
is the
गलत बात
last
है
thing
बहन
they
की, ये
wanted to
पेनल्टी
do.
नहीं थी.
He'll know exactly where he wants to put it.
कहाँ? राइट, सीधी, लेफ्ट.
That is some save from Khan.
जो सेम क्यों नहीं कर रहा तू? सेम तूने पिछली बार
Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
मैं क्या खेल रहा
Can he
हूँ?
get it through? Van Nistelrooy. Now, can they get him away? Baresi spots it and
मैं क्या
intercepts.
देख के खेल रहा हूँ?
There will be 1 minute added
Rice
time.
cuts out the pass.
अरे
Great
राइस.
vision. Oh, good ball. Real chance.
शॉट है.
He's got a goal.
टक्कर मारा था मैंने.
The last possible moment. And that is
खत्म.
that. Arsenal have won it by sheer force of character, as winning teams do.
ज़्यादा पेनल्टी दे दी इस मैच में मैंने। इस 4-3-3 के अंदर गांड मार ली है लोगों ने इस फॉर्मेशन की। मैं चूता
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this player, Grottenberg, is someone I can't decide whether he's a 6, an 8 or a 10, Peter. He basically plays all of those roles in every game. And, of course, he's the main connector between defence and midfield, but he'll be the one playing the majority of the team's progressive passes forward. He's also a really physical presence, and...
Shevchenko! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Gerrard. Arsenal are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Vitinha. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to pass it through. Searching pass he's played there. Big chance! It's bounced back off the post. Looking for a runner. Oh, that's a key interception. And this is... It's Cristiano Ronaldo! They've scored! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Casabia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
It's gone for a throw-in. Now it's Gerrard. Bale, a player who needs no introduction. And this is Shevchenko. Nicely worked. Oh, that's fabulous. Cristiano Ronaldo! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Now that's well seen too. Vitinha. Now it's Bale. And they win it back again. And it's Gerrard. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo!
Well, yet another interception.
Vitinha! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
And a quick announcement
Well, obviously
for the benefit
things
of
are not
anybody
good,
who's found
Peter.
themselves
It
a
seems
little
the
lost
team were
today.
just a bit
Please
too
look at
busy
the screen for
playing within
information on how
themselves,
to find your
too
way
tentative.
around this
They have to
stadium.
improve and make it fast.
And we're off again.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Van Basten. Looking to play him in. Good take and Torres! What about that from Fernando Torres? About as smooth as it gets. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
And he was quick to react. And that's been won straight back. Now, who's going to be first to this? He's through here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Passing nice and neat. Threads one in. Looking for options for movement. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Ronaldo. Bale! Keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
He's not
क्या बोलते हैं
happy, and
मॉर्निंग
you'd
इवनिंग का भी
expect
सीन
that,
होगा
but
इनके
at
भी
least
मैच
there's
में
plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Substitution in progress.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And here's Shevchenko. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Casabia clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Aimed beyond the defence, and he's there to make the challenge. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Chiellini wins the duel this time. Turns back here, probably the best option. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Costa Curta gets rid without sophistication. Gravenberg producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Nedved, that's a little off target. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Maldini. And time is up. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.
आगे भाई आज फ्रेंडली खेलते हैं। बनाओ रूम बनाओ। आप तो इवेंट में ही आते हो, ऐसे तो आप खेलते नहीं हो। आप तो इवेंट में ही आते हो ओपोनेंट बन के। आ जाओ आ जाओ। आ जाओ, डरता हूँ मैं डरता हूँ, आ जाओ आप। अंके भाई ये गलत बात है, एक इंटरवल गलत बात है, ठीक है, मेरे को सब करने होते हैं। अंके भाई इंटरवल कर दो 3, बाकी आप जो करना करते रहो, मेरे को कोई वो नहीं। कर दो। अरे अंके भाई क्या कर रहे हो ये? अरे नहीं, तो क्या बोलते, मेरे सब सब ना करूँ मैच में, बताओ पहले। 2 बार कर, 2 बार कर दिए। अरे अंके भाई ये क्या बात हुई अंके भाई? तो अरे तो सारे थोड़ी मरे होते हैं एक टाइम पे, एक टाइम पे सारे नहीं ना मरे होते, बात ही ये है। खुद फॉर्मेशन ही चेंज करी जा रहे हैं, हाँ, और मेरे को बोल रहे हो।
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Already we're underway here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks.
अबे कितनी बॉलें
Inside,
सीधी मिलती
creating
रहेंगी.
overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Spread out to the left. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Marc-Andre ter Stegen. He's got everything you'd want from a top-level keeper. Great shot stopping, but also a very cool head and a good organiser. What's more, he's very happy to play sweeper-keeper behind that defence, mopping up loose balls before picking a pass and get his team on the front foot again.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Shot could be on. Shot, surely! That is decidedly lacking.
It's only a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Roberto Carlos. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And that's a throw-in. Messi, played into space. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Chiellini. Arsenal so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And this is Messi.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Davids. And this is Torres.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's been slid through. Oh, Red, nice interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Can he finish? There it is! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do. Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
No way through there. Gerrard. Cannavaro. Beckham.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Takes the shot! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. He's got... Oh, off the bar! Danger averted for now. Looking to play him in. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's been caught napping. Maldini. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's a searching pass. Luis Suarez. Check claims comfortably.
Arsenal truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Threads one in. And he's been shifted off it. No, that's been intercepted. Good looking ball. And that could set him on his way. Chiellini gets across to intercept that. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Bellingham. Messi. Luis Suarez.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Gerrard. Out to the left it goes. Fernando Torres. Ter Stegen. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
क्या बोलूं? खेलो क्या हो रहा है?
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Suarez.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Messi. Coming on the field.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Substitutions taking place.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Arsenal come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Now the cross climbs up big. He has done it. Arsenal are level. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
He's shifting through the gears here. They've got to be quick to recover this.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Takes a shot.
क्या मारा ये?
And that's off target.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Bellingham. Decent chance!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Can he latch on to this? Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
No, he's overshot the green. That's been drilled forward. And here's Gerrard. He's gone for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Gerrard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Pull it. He is through here. Poor robust challenge. And he nearly went all the way.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Beckham standing over it. He gets big. Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Roberto Carlos. Pass somewhat off target. Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
Neymar, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get on the end of this? Ronaldo picks it up out wide. Looking for options for movement. Pull it. Neymar demonstrating his defensive quality there. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Cannavaro makes the interception. Chiellini cuts it out. Gerrard does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Over to the left.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And he has shown him a yellow card.
Substitution on the field. Number 9.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn
Okay
to their
भाई
benches.
क्या लगता है?
Coming on the field. Number 5. Ribery. Number 24. Owen. Substitution.
Into the arms of the goalkeeper.
Carlos will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Here's a sharp little ball here. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Turan. And it's Nedved. He's gone for goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he cuts out the supply. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Pass is just off target. Can he get it through? Cristiano Ronaldo!
यार क्या शॉट मार रहा है?
Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Cristiano Ronaldo fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
And a chance!
अबे टट्टी पास में है जो अपनी वजह से गोल करवाया है ये.
Late in the day, this could well be it. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
अंकित भाई क्या खिला रहे हैं? वो नहीं दिख रहा जो मैं खिला रहा हूँ, वो दिख रहा है तेरे को.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well timed, excellent interception.
अबे यार क्या पासिंग कर रहे हो?
That says it all.
Two
A
other minutes
piercing
have been
stare.
indicated.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
हो गया टाइम.
And time is up.
बच गए. ये तो खुद गोल दे दिया मैंने.
Justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their
पास ही नहीं दे रहे बंदे. अपना टेरिबल कंडीशन कर रखी
just
मेरी.
short against an opponent prepared to go.
करो रेडी। बच के बोल तो रहा हूँ। और क्या तो गोल खुद ही करवा दिया मैंने, गोल ही खुद करवा दिया मैंने। कहाँ चला गया ये? नहीं है कि भाई रेडी करो। चिट गया। क्या तो मैं क्यों रू? आपने ये नहीं करने होते विंगर्स, मेरे विंगर्स चेंज करने पड़ते हैं। 60 मिनट के बाद विंगर्स चेंज करो और 70 मिनट के बाद दूसरे स्ट्राइक करो, वो चेंज करो। क्यों क्यों? अरे तो मैं भी फन के लिए, मैं क्या पर्सनल जा रहा है इसमें? हाँ ठीक है, मैं सीरियस खेलता हूँ बस। अंकित भाई, अंकित भाई, उंगली मेरी साइड है, मुंह आपकी साइड है। हेलो हेलो। अंकित भाई की भी बड़े वाली नहीं है इसलिए। ट्राई रोनाल्डो, मैं समझा नहीं कहाँ करूँ रोनाल्डो को ट्राई।
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood
अंकित
is
स्क्रीन ब्लैक
boisterous.
क्यों दिख
It
रही
is a
है?
perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Well, Jim, there he is, the much-storied Gabriel Batistuta. Fair to say, I think he will be a handful.
Well, talk about an understatement, Peter. He's Argentina's greatest number 9, without doubt. I don't think I've ever seen anyone strike the ball with such violence, if I can put it like that. We might well be seeing his iconic celebration in the next couple of hours. There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Vieri. That's an excellent interception. Pull it. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he's intervened well there. It's Fernando Torres. And nicely intercepted. Irwin.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Pull it. Shot could be on. Oh, important interception. Bigo going face to face with his great rival. Roberto Carlos. Vieri. Gerrard. And it's been shifted off him. Vigo. And it's Gerrard. Now it's Torres. Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
फास्ट है रोनाल्डो.
Now it's Forlan. Can he get it
मेरे को
through?
रोनाल्डो की पीपी
He
मिली है
is
एक ना,
through here.
उसमें फास्ट भाग रहा है रोनाल्डो काफी.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Dixon threads one in. He said that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
यार तीन स्ट्राइकर.
That's alert and sharp and very well
He
played.
welcomes it in. Vieri picks it up out wide. Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, super ball. Vigo. It's Forlan. Now, can they get him away? Vigo. And it's Hullet.
कौन डर गया?
Aims beyond the defence. Vigo. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and
ये
should-haves,
किधर
but
screen
as the
दिख रही है
whistle
आगे
blows,
लगी?
we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
और इसे
Reflections on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we are back underway. So neither side has yet broken through. Shapes to shoot!
कि भाई वो चार बंदों वाला टैकल कैसा था?
Vigo. Lovely pass. but
चार
can he
बंदे
get
गिरे थे
there?
जब.
Big chance! They've scored!
एक गिरता है
Totally
दो
a
की
great surprise to see him
चार
doing
पांच
something
पूरी टीम ही
thrilling,
ढेर हो
and
गई.
it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Milan have taken the lead.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Now it's Hullet. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 9, Vieri.
Arsenal can now introduce the first of their substitutes. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Yeah, and it looks like quite a shake-up to the front line. Interesting, we'll see how it develops. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Toledo. He won't be happy with that one. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. There will be a throw-in. Pele. Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Knocks it into space.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Takes a shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Check formation, try Ronaldo, check formation too.
Arsenal with the corner, they're first. Cleared without complication. Milan have the chance to go the other way. This is Batistu, and the shot! It's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Figo.
4 added minutes has been
Pull it.
indicated.
Pull it. Good driving run. Turan.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Figo. Owen. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on
ऋषि तेरे को
another
स्क्रीन
day.
दिख रही है
Sadly, not today.
पूरी सी स्क्रीन दिख रही है अंकी भाई की स्क्रीन दिख रही है तेरे को अब दिख रही है तू ही मारेगा सारे शॉट शुक्र है तेरी भी लैग हुई। चल कौन मार रहा है फ्री किक? टारगेट पे तो कॉर्नर ले लेना। अबे कॉर्नर ले ले। किसकी गाड़ी चेक करनी है भाई? Last